I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you. The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city. What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
I'll have to climb up and over. I've got a slide under to get through.
Hurry!
Come on, I can do this. Never doubted I could make that.
You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
All right, good. What's next? No way except to climb. If only I could spend every day running and jumping. Now let's see how quick my feet are.
Come to me. You've learned well. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady.
Father's always on about the value of quiet feet.
No, again, without letting me see you.
Oops, got spotted.
Move up quietly and apply a chokehold. not sneaky enough for me.
I've got to be more careful here.
Use cover to stay out of sight. No, again, without letting me see you.
I've got to sneak to get through this.
Most people won't notice you if you're above them, overhead. Stay low and out of your enemy's line. Light. Stay out of my line. Light.
Damn, made too much noise.
Don't make any sound. Crouch down and approach from... That's my girl. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady. Stay low and out of your enemy's line of sight. No, again, without letting me see you. Most people won't notice you if you're above them, overhead. Given time, an enemy will notice you, even if you're at the edge of their peripheral vision. Use cover to stay out of sight.
Didn't see anything at all.
Don't make any sound. Stay out of my line of sight. Crouch down and approach from behind.
Didn't hear a thing.
Stay low and out of your enemy's line of sight.
Quiet as a lynx stalking a gazelle.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet. Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Yes. You hit home. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Block with your blade. Good. Well done. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. Come on. You're quick. Smart move. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat. Come on. Go for the fatality. When someone swings a sword at you, block. When an enemy's off balance, you can land a lethal counterattack. Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Atano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Tyrannical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsey? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Atano, a native of our homeland. Draconis offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little Sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector, how naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Can't still my heart. You in cold marble. No! Sweet girl, over time you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Coldman Prison until her trial. My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
It'll be all Captain Mayhew.
No!
So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half? There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside her chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only two keys to exist.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father! Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Sir, how long is it going to take, Captain Ramsey? Hold your horses.
Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while? I need time to think. Hound Pit's pub. I can't believe it, but I actually miss those times. I used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then. How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed. These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
Corporal Dial. Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world. He's old blood. One of the good...
The Hound Pit's pub. I can't believe it, but I actually miss those times. They used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then. How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed. Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Lady Emily, you're... Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye. This won't open without my ring. Ramsey has it.
She says, and she'll leave him. I can wait.
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
I wonder who that was.
Of course I'm stupid.
I know all my letters, and then some.
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
Air feels heavy. Hard to get a good look.
Hello? Nothing, man.
Gotta keep my mind on my duties. Forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
That's Emily Caldwell! No! Mercy! What was that? Oh, you little shit!
Hey, who is... No! Damn it!
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Who's there? What was that? Let's see what you got. No! No way!
know all my letters, and then some. I think something moved. What was that?
These bastards are working with a... This won't open without my ring. Ramsey has it.
Someone there? Oh well. That's Emily Caldwell!
Traitors.
The throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the King and Queen of Morley, did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
What was that?
You deserve that, Ramsey. This won't leave my hand again. Anton Sokolov made this lock. I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. I'd better take these. I have a feeling I'll need these. The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. Dunwall. I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship. Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone. I will find a way to undo it. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
That's Emily Caldwin! What do I have to do to help my father? What do I have to become?
city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's dead. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Coldwin has apparently fled the scene. We've got to find her. That's it, we've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. Something's gotta give. Please. Oh, shit! That's Emily Coldwin!
You aren't going anywhere.
She's wounded! Let's
She's
finish
dead.
her!
This shirt reeks. I gotta get a spare uniform. Damn it, I need to pee. I hope they accept my transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
Hey! Who is... What? Take us! She's wounded! Let's finish her!
Something feels wrong. The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
Freaks. I gotta get a spare uniform.
So let's see. I'll help you look around. That's Emily Caldwin! You're surrounded!
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Sad adversity.
I don't want to die. So dead. I love you. What the? Stop! Get you are.
Road is blocked by order of the city
You
watch.
aren't going anywhere.
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
She can't escape. You're scaring me? What are you waiting for?
The Empress! The Duke wants the former Empress!
Into the road for you. You're dead.
This won't take long.
Come on. No mercy.
Think you're being quiet?
What am I going to do? Something's going on at Dunwall Tower all across this cursed city. Where are you? Is there any chance I could slip past all these uniformed assholes and get into the tower myself? Do I still have it left in me? So, there's some kind of shitstorm happening here in Dunwall. The old man's been carried off to who knows where, and I'm out of money for any more operations. Just great. Came here to warn the Royal Protector. Maybe too late. Now what? Lady, you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room, Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes, I'm ready. Am I still aboard Megan's ship? It feels odd. What is this place? Where am I? I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. Incredible. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne. What is that? It feels familiar.
Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence. With you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can. In the sky here. There is no sky.
Who is Delilah really? How could she? I don't understand.
You shouldn't be here. No one should.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Daft old man. You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know. The Duke's probably not back from Dunwall yet. If we're lucky, the Howlers will be distracted by some score they're working.
Or must I say, Your Imperial Majesty? I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
All right, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready. Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
I'd take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Adamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Adamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Adamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
Which ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The Dreadful Whale. No, it's not on the registry. Maybe one of the recent reporters from Mordor.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask a friend with the Grand Guard to take the squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time.
Just once, I'd like to see her buy the drinks. Just one time. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, we pass it along to another ship at discount. Then we all split.
Yes!
Your face is covered. Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Hello there.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then.
Work me till I drop. There aren't enough coins in the world to make it worth it.
Boy! Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it. Oh. Gonna find the money for that.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former Royal Protector, Corvo Attano. The Grand Serkonan Guard will be stopping and questioning all foreigners and new workers on the streets of Karnaca.
Bloodflies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead.
Going through there puts us on the other side of the Wall of Life.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death. Then we end up hatching more bloodflies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Fellow Serkonans, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress, Delilah Caldwin I, and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos, now Royal Consort to the Emperor.
Hey,
Come here.
Enjoy the air here. I, for one, ain't selling fermented shark.
A new customer with coin, I bet. If the Grand Guard come, then I don't know you. Glad we could do business. I need a nap. I shouldn't deal with strangers. They should do like me and never read it.
It's infested, all right. Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
We're gonna go somewhere. What are you covering your face for?
Careful!
Even the familiar parts of the city are starting to feel dodgy. That's no way to live.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
I warned you.
Please, you gave me no choice.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
Stink, do I?
This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it.
Yeah, we couldn't stop her.
Hey, is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems?
Don't worry, it's turning. Plenty of electricity.
Good. I like this setup better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Unless something happens to the windmill, these break down just as often in a different way. And they also overcharge some... Whoa! What was that? What was that? What's going on here? Whoa. You ready? Yeah. Don't let her escape! This can't be.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name
trade in some wages for bottomless food.
Miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you.
The Grand Serkonan Guard
You
will
gave
be
me no
stopping
choice.
and questioning all foreigners and new workers.
It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks,
Why is a wall of light out of juice?
In the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This year's bloodfly concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the body of the everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Serkonan Guard at once.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke...
miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you.
Due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwell.
It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
Corvo Atano. The Grand Serkonan Guard will be stopping.
This is how we get rid of snitches. If anyone asks, he just ran through it.
Compliance is mandatory.
Yeah, you couldn't stop.
Is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems?
Don't worry, it's turning. Plenty of electricity.
Good. I like this setup better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Unless something happens to the windmill. These break down just as often in a different way. And they also overcharge sometimes.
If the wind picks up too strong? Like in a storm?
Right. And if that happens, trust me, don't stand too close to the wall of light.
What was that?
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This year's bloodfly concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the Admiral Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Serkonan Guard at once. The guardsmen on set.
No, I don't want to die!
It's gonna be out soon. Take this, dead.
Fellow Serkonan.
Miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you.
New restrictions are now in place
no
due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the
It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
by the former royal protector, Corvo Atano. The Grand
This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it.
Streets of Karnatha.
Yeah,
Compliance
couldn't
is
stop.
mandatory.
Hey, is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems?
Don't worry, it's turning. Plenty of electricity.
Good. I like this setup better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Unless something happens to the windmill. These break down just as often in a different way. And they also overcharge sometimes.
The wind picks up too strong? Like in a storm?
Right. And if that happens, trust me, don't stand too close to the wall of light.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
You sure I saw someone?
Let's see.
Have a look.
In the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This year's bloodfly concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the Abbey of the Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Zirconian Guard at once. The guardsmen on site will handle the situation and determine whether any fines are appropriate.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Holy shit! You are going anywhere!
Wait, this isn't...
You hide your face, coward!
Fellow Zirconans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement.
I'll find you, you know.
This year's bloodfly concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites of the Abbey of the Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Zirconian Guard at once. The guardsmen on site will handle the situation and determine whether any fines are appropriate.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Built this place, and it is so grand. Well, so grand. It could have been a paradise for all.
What? I don't like that.
No way!
Better have a look. Oh, she's wounded! Let's finish her!
I wonder who that was.
I don't feel safe.
Move along.
What is wrong
We're
with
conducting
this
a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here?
Void.
Listen, I only need
This
to...
area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
Brother.
boat of my own. That's the life.
What the? Stop! I'll stand against the fake. Keep trying! Keep trying!
Somebody's seen something. Now we're all on edge. My heart can't take much more of this. I don't feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
Hey, who is... You won't get away! Die! Die already!
Come on!
You aren't going anywhere!
Am I being presumptuous? Hoping to cross paths? Huh?
Are we not brothers? That is what I should have said. Now I feel remorse. It will bother me all the night.
Trouble sleeping again last night. Maybe I ought to try one of those sleeping tinctures. They can be kind of pricey.
Came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. Hello? Anybody? That would drag us. Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that. Is someone there? What? I wonder who that was. Someone there.
If I have to listen to one more complaint, I'm just going to burst.
bet.
Playing dice tonight. You in?
Wouldn't miss that.
Should we take our guests out for mushrooms?
I told Miss Lucia Pastor that they wouldn't let us take the carriage. Adamire is closed to the public.
We'll have to try again. We have to see Dr. Hypatia.
They don't let anyone see her anymore. Not even people who need urgent treatment.
If we tell them that we represent Lucia Pastor and the Miners' Family Committee, they can't refuse us. Hundreds of miners are counting on us. Hundreds of children coughing dust and fading a little more each day. In the past, the doctor cared for them.
She did, and I worried that it got her in trouble.
If we lose Hypatia's support, then there's no one left on our side.
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute. More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
Addermeyer Institute has strategic value. An entire shipment of whale oil tanks just gone. Taken right from under their noses. Idiots.
I'll have a look around.
Shit!
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute. More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
No thanks, ma'am. That's not what I'm saying. Why do we even need Grand Guard personnel here?
Addermeyer Institute has strategic value to the Duke's inner circle. That's all I was told. You know how it works.
You just carry out your orders, I get it. But it seems weird. Sleepy little place like the Institute.
So he says, keep alert. And I says, I am. I've been alert. He says, next time.
See me on the ocean running.
Something feels wrong.
I need to get past this.
nerves for a second. Been to that saloon of Paolo's? Shooting dice or chasing ladybirds?
Crone's hand? Are you kidding? It's all Howard.
So don't wear a uniform. Keep good whiskeys there.
I
They even
wonder
stock
who
old
that
guns.
was. Ah, man. Let me know next time you
Imagine
go.
that? No, I'm sure. Wonder what I'm dealing with. I just need to make sure.
If it's a rat, kill it. Will ya? My Aunt Belinda moved the old lamp rack.
Really? I've never seen her without either a drink or a mandolin in her hand.
Come on! You're not going anywhere!
If she's back.
Can't stand my own stench.
Listen to him tell me about how good it was under the Duke's father.
Ever been to that saloon of Paolo's? Shooting dice or chasing the ladybirds?
Crone's hand? Are you kidding? It's all Howlers in there.
So don't wear your uniform. Keep good whiskeys there. They even stock old guns. Just a little bit of
Ah,
excitement.
man. Let me know next time you go.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
I've got to get back to... Huh? You here? My Aunt
Someone
Belinda
there?
moved the old lamp prow.
Really?
Hey, where do you think you're going? Get anywhere!
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Oh, I saw someone right here.
Hey, no way. Who is... What? You aren't going anywhere! End of the road for you.
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
You're not supposed to be here!
Dad, you won't get away!
You finally know your place.
What was that? What was that?
Shit! She's dead.
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
My Aunt Belinda moved the old lamprow.
Really? I've never seen her without either a drink or a mandolin in her hands. Won't she die of boredom?
Old lamprow's small, but there's a nightlife. And coming from Karnataka, Belinda's gonna be a draw.
Big fish in a small pond.
She makes good money playing traditional Serkonan music. It's exotic to the people there.
I guess pretty much anything but meat and potatoes would be. What wouldn't I give for a bottle of pear soda?
Hey, who is... You aren't going anywhere!
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Did you hear? My Aunt Belinda moved the old lamprow.
Really? I've never seen her without either a drink or a mandolin in her hands. Won't she die of boredom?
Old lamprow's small, but there's a nightlife. And coming from Karnataka, Belinda's gonna be a draw.
Big fish in a small pond.
She makes good money playing traditional Serkonan music. It's exotic to the people there.
I guess pretty much anything but meat and potatoes would be.
Come on! Hey, who is... Ah! You aren't going anywhere!
Huh?
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
I always have to be right.
Sticks around here. Not my job to clean it up.
I don't like that. Better have a look.
What? It can't be! Impossible! No way! Come back here!
So let's see. What was it?
Get away!
Think you're clever, huh?
Come on! I can't see any way to reach her! You're surrounded! Strike at me then! She can't escape!
Give me that! What was that?
Adamar Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Stay here. I'll just check what that was.
Sure. Probably nothing, but I'll be right back.
Blood flies, maybe?
HGJ
I hope not.
Elementally. Q, rest you, and V. Double V, X, Y, then
Does he think I'm stupid?
Now
Oh my God, there's Slim.
Working for the Duke's not so bad. As long as you're great.
I wonder who that was.
Adamar Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
More bad things have happened during the last 5 years than in all the years of my life before that. I know that much.
You're not supposed to be here!
Ah! You won't get away! Come back here! No use running!
She won't go far!
Wait for my orders!
Come on!
You're surrounded! Take that! He's dead!
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
They could rob my boy for all I care. I wonder what I'm dealing with.
Why is the wall of light out of juice?
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
Hey, watch
Holy shit, you're so dead!
Into the road for you! This was impossible! You aren't going anywhere!
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Only something would happen around here. Someone is asking for trouble.
Someone there?
What the? Stop! You won't get away! What? Don't let her escape! She's dead! Can't stay hidden forever!
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Come on! I don't have time for games.
Huh? Is someone there?
Huh.
happen around here. It doesn't have to be a circus, just some little bit of
What the? Stop!
If she's bad, I'll find her.
How come she's still alive?
The Addermeyer Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for recuperating aristocrats. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name and has to be stopped. It's my hope that Hypatia can explain. They say she's brilliant and altruistic. Well respected across Zirconos.
Personnel. Anyone caught taking medicinal supplies will be written up and fined.
Carriage relay again. Should we check it out?
Just making sure. Hey, who is? Nobody comes around. Aha! This head of yours is worth its weight in silver. Ah!
Time to collect this!
Don't let her escape! No mercy!
Grand Guard personnel. Anyone caught taking medicinal supplies will be written up and fined.
Looks like they're doing maintenance on the carriage relay again. Should we check it out?
Nah. What? Damn! Hey, where do you think you're going?
You're not supposed to be here!
Let's go!
Come back here! Signal.
Think you're clever?
Come here! No, fuck you! Won't get away!
Keep my mind on my duties. What should we do with the leftovers?
I'm not in the mood. Hey! Who is? Here! Don't let her escape! Time to collect this bounty. Show you how I got my stripes. I hit hard. You finally know.